Welcome back, folks. Live at E3. It's GameSpot stage. The GameSpot is website. Hi, Chris Waters here. I'm very excited because two of my colleagues are joining me along with Dan Hobert from Dissident Logic to play, talk about, and have a magical fun time with Paperbound. Dan, welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Also, Peter Brown, welcome. Hey, Tom McShay.
Long time no see.
Actually, we see very little of each other during E3 because we do different things, but now you guys are here on the stage. You've got some Xbox 360 controllers in your hands. We're synced up. You guys are going to get into a match fighting each other in Paperbound, but Dan, set the stage for us a little bit for these dudes. They're about to punch the crap out of each other, slice the crap out of each other. How are they getting the crap out of each other?
They slice, they dice. You have a couple of different weapons. So with Paperbound, it's all taking place inside the pages of old storybooks. Your characters come to life via magic dust. So all the weapons have a relationship to that. So you have a sword, but it's actually a letter opener.
Okay.
And you have scissors that act like shurikens that you can throw in any direction.
All right. Well, we've got 4 players entering now into the arena.
Yeah. This is their
Tom,
screen where their character selection screen where they get used to the controls and just play around a little bit while other people are.
Get you a little hand for like jumping around, a little hang for it, or the hang of it.
Yeah.
Is what a phrase I was looking for.
Paperbound is a gravity battle arena game, or I could like to say it's kind of like Smash Brothers with crazy gravity.
Okay. And so it's all enclosed, and yeah, immediately we see that these guys are able to sort of gravity pulls them towards surfaces, but they're able to jump between them. Either in the center of this rotating eye pupil.
Yeah, you can hit Y to flip your gravity in any direction. So when you're on the ground, you can flip and you can stick to that little rotating piece in the middle, and you're just flying around. And it's just really fun. It kind of tickles your senses a little bit because you're not used to gravity changing 360 degrees all the time.
And so they are toggling their own personal gravity.
Yeah. So
okay.
Everybody's is independent from each other.
And that's instead of being able to jump, they toggle the gravity and then they immediately go towards whatever thing used to be directly above them.
Yeah. So if you're on the left side and you flip it, then you'll fly to the right side. If you're on the top, you'll go to the bottom.
I really like these little rips that are appearing. That's the respawn.
Yeah,
They're kind of bursting through the storybook, bursting through the page, back into the battle.
Oh my God.
Oh, somebody paused it. That's how you get back into the game. And then once somebody gets to 15 kills, a bigger tear will open, and you actually have to escape back out through that to actually win. So it provides this opportunity to really master the navigation aspect of it, because you have to outmaneuver people to get to that tear before they stop you, because if they kill you before you get there, then it closes, and then you have to reopen it again.
And then, okay. Now we've got, I see some scissors being thrown. I see some letter openers being swung. Do all the players have melee and ranged attacks at all times?
So you start with one pair of scissors and you throw it, and if you miss, it'll stick in the wall, and you or anybody else can go and get it. So,
okay.
You know, it's a little bit of a risk
whoever
reward
controls
thing.
the scissors, has that extra advantage at range.
Yeah, and they interact with each other. So if you throw the scissors, and if someone times their swing right, they can actually reflect it back at you.
It's like that game we play in the office, Tom. Catchy Stabby.
Catchy Stabby, I know. We're really good at that game.
So we have one player just about to get 15 kills.
Who is it?
I can only assume that's Peter Brown. Nope. That's one of the guys in the back playing, I guess, then.
Yeah, one of the guys in the back, I was playing a game with him earlier, and he actually beat me one round. He was a natural at it.
It's Jan. All right, Jan. Nice work. All right, so we've hit 16. Are we expecting the rip to open at any point?
Once he gets another kill, it will reopen.
Okay. Oh, because did it open and it was sort of a quick flash?
Oh, and there it is. He's got to go for it. If he can get there before someone kills him. Oh, someone got him.
Someone got him.
But we'll try a different map now.
All right, we'll switch to a different match. But so, not only do you have to slay your enemies, but you got to get through that rift. Does that mean that
symmetric
gets to the point where with every kill, a new rift is opening up for a different player? Can there only be one rift open at the same time? Like, let's say all you guys hit about 15 kills without anyone escaping. Does it just get crazy, everyone trying to open their own rift and get out?
Whoever's the last guy to get that kill, he's the one who has to escape. And so it's only available to one person at a time.
They'll have the glowing aura around it that we saw earlier.
Yeah, if someone's glowing, that means he's in the lead.
So obviously the whole gravity thing, we had just one simple shape rotating last time. And this is 2 simple shapes, but the board seems like immediately much more complex in terms of navigation.
It's a little crazy to get a handle of, but once you do, you just have a lot of fun, and it really kind of it's something you don't experience all the time, and the brain kind of likes that aspect of it. You know, taking a little bit. It's like just beyond your comprehension at first, and then you slowly gain mastery of it.
Tom and Peter, you guys have played. We've played a lot of games like this together in the office. What's something that strikes you as murderously delightful or something here in Paperbound?
I'm going to let Peter answer that first.
doing
I
it
didn't hear the question.
That's all right. I'll swing it back to Dan.
Yeah.
I just wondered if you guys had anything you wanted to chime in. Feel free to, but also keep stabbing.
One of my favorite moves is actually to when you're on the other side of the map and then you flip your grab and you come flying across and you just swing that sword and sneak attack someone before you even knows what's going on.
Like, you know, because you're, I guess with a melee, predominantly melee game, you're a little more concerned with your immediate vicinity. Yeah. And so, but if you've got someone coming all the way across and that with that one flick of that gravity,
the fourth map.
All of a sudden you're on the other side of the map. So it's, you know, that mobility, a huge part of Paperbound.
Yeah, it's something that I focused a lot on very early, is to get that feeling really awesome and working well, you know, without being without being glitchy, because it's pretty tricky. I actually wrote all the physics and collision code myself because I wanted to control that so tightly.
Now we're seeing a couple of these guys seem to be in ninja outfits, but there are other sort of characters, other styles, and we have a whole different aesthetic for the arena here. Just give us a little background about the storybook setting and sort of what you're going for there.
Yeah, so Paperbound follows these characters from all these different books. Right now we've got 5 different books, and this magic dust brings the characters to life. And so each level will come from one of those books. Each book will have 4 to 5 levels in it. This is one of the Journey to the Center of the Earth books, which is where that gravity aspect of it comes from, because when you're way down at the center of the Earth, you don't really have gravity. It could be in any direction.
Sure.
And then we have another one called Skull Kingdom, which has a very Tim Burton-inspired aesthetic to it, kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, for a second I thought you said Ken Burns and not Tim Burton.
No, Tim Burton.
So like picturing sepia tone, like, you know, photos from the Civil War or something like that. But yeah, it certainly, you know, this even has a little bit of eeriness to it with the sort of air filled with these moats and the little fungi and jellyfish around. What is this one character at the bottom of the screen, the sort of white that just got killed and just respawned in?
This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the Skull Kid. He's from that Skull Kingdom book. He's just one of the characters from that environment.
This is very fast-paced. When you're sort of tweaking it and tuning it, is that basically like you and some buddies sitting around, play, and then you make some notes, you go back and like, what if we made you a few frames faster, or made the scissors, you know, like how does that sort of iteration process work for you as a developer?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. I try to get the game in front of people and have them play as often as I can to make sure it's feeling good, it's playing good, that it's not too confusing for people when they first pick it up, so they can just take it, grab a controller, and just go, like these guys are doing right here.
And he's out.
Why is Jan so good at this game?
You guys are getting worked over here.
Well,
I mean, I understand
we gotta
there's
put
some light
Jan
shining
under the
on
hot
you.
lights, and we'll go back in the hot control room.
Well, I
It's
gotta
hot
say,
everywhere.
this is the kind of game. So we do a weekly live stream on Mondays called Multiple Players, which is exactly this kind of game. We all do get out on the couches, so we'll have to get it in there, equalize the playing field a little bit. You guys will have a chance to shine.
Then I won't have any
You're
excuse when I lose, though.
You're not doing it right now. You're not. Not working out. So Dan, so this is something that always interests me about developers who sort of work on competitive games. Are you the best that you know at this game, or do you have like the guys you play with beat you, and how do you feel about that?
So usually I win, like 90% of the time, but there's this one guy I know who's actually a developer friend of mine. His name's E, and he's just a natural at these things, and he's actually beat me at this, and I feel kind of miffed about that.
At the same time, it feels good to like have other people finding that skill in your game and being able to, you know, surpass you, right? I mean, I feel like it means you've made something that's got legs.
Yeah, it means that other people can pick it up and comprehend it, and it just feels good in their hands, and they can run with it. And so, yeah, in that sense, it is really good.
Very cool, Dan. Paperbound. We've been playing on the PC here. Are you aiming for a Steam release?
Yeah, it's actually going through the Steam greenlight process right now, so people can vote for it. I'm also trying to bring it to consoles as well, next-gen consoles.
Great. So Steam greenlight. You have a Steam username, a profile, as we all do. You can find Paperbound there on through the Greenlight program.
Yeah.
And I guess that's going to depend on when the release date's going to be, how well that goes, right?
Yeah, I'm looking to release at the end of September.
All right. Dan, thank you so much for coming on, showing off
Thank you.
Paperbound. Peter and Tom, thank you guys for struggling admirably, yet getting filleted miserably.
Ah.
Our video producers.